Hello, my name is Zoe and I'm going to be your medical assistant for today. Can you go ahead and confirm your first and last name and then your date of birth?
Skylar Russell, 11/22/03.
Perfect, thank you. So what brings you in today?
I've been having some persistent nausea that recently got a lot worse to the point where I am having trouble functioning in everyday life. So
Okay. Are you with the nausea, is it mostly in your stomach or does it kind of go into your chest area?
It's hard to say because I have a history of acid reflux, pretty bad. And so sometimes I get, it's like, I would say that generally it's like a whole body reaction where it's like, I have a headache and I feel it in my throat and it's like my stomach is in my throat, or my heart's beating really hard in my throat, or whatever it is. It's just but mostly, most of the time when the nausea is really bad, it's just really bad stomach pains and just up in my throat and my mouth. I can feel it.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. What kind of pain is it with the nausea? Is it throbbing pain, a burning sensation?
I would say there's a little bit of burning for sure. It feels similar to acid reflux sometimes in my throat and my chest, and my stomach, but it's more of I would say a dull, just not I don't know if bitters. It's just
okay,
kind of, I don't know.
Yes, no worries.
It's not usually sharp. There's no sharp pain, I don't think.
Okay.
I would say, but it's just kind of definitely there.
Okay. On kind of an everyday scale, from 1 to 10, what is it at its worst usually?
I would say at its worst, it's probably an 8.
Okay.
Just because, yeah, it gets pretty bad. We're to the point where I have to kind of not move for a minute because I'm on the edge.
Okay. And then, are you feeling nauseous right now?
A little bit.
Okay.
I'm at probably a 1 or 2.
Okay.
Just because I have a prescription for Zofran, a dissolvable. It's ondansetron. I don't know.
Okay.
Tablet. So I take those. I would definitely not daily. They're as needed, but I usually if I'm feeling nauseous in the morning, which happens a lot, and I can't get myself to get to a point where I'm appetized, or feel I could even smell food, then I will take one of those, and then it helps me to be able to eat. So I took one this morning.
Okay.
And then I had some Chick-fil-A, and it's settling okay, but it's definitely wearing off to the point where I'm a little nauseous.
Okay. Do you take any other medications?
I do. I take Pepcid for acid reflux, so that's daily.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take Zyrtec for allergies, just normal allergies. I take that daily as well. And I take a B12 supplement.
Okay. And then I know you mentioned you take Zyrtec for your allergies. Do you have any other allergies aside from the seasonal
I do.
ones?
I have an allergy to amoxicillin and to codeine.
Okay. And then how long has this nausea been kind of persistent?
I would say that generally the longest I feel nauseous for persistently is without taking Zofran is probably a whole day, and then it'll go away, so I'm able to sleep, and the next morning it's back. But as far as getting it daily, how long it's been going on, probably 3-ish months.
Okay.
I think I've been experiencing a lot of nausea for about 9 months, but when it really got bad is I recently took a round of antibiotics, and I generally don't respond well to antibiotics, but this time I got sick on the last day of when I was taking them. I had a really high fever, it was 103-degree fever, and I was just throwing up so much. I think the antibiotics really made that worse, and since then it's been a lot worse. My nausea is just far more constant than it has literally ever been in my whole life, and it feels a little difference. Like instead of it being that like acid reflux feeling, it's more of like a like I don't know, like literally everything can make me nauseous, like breathing wrong or like it being too hot or whatever else.
Okay. Is there anything that you can do to make it feel better, feel worse?
I think the Zofran helps
Okay.
for as long as it does. Like it really only lasts like 2 to 3, maybe 4 hours at the most when I take that, and I don't like taking more than one really a day unless I like need to. And then sometimes like laying down, staying still, closing my eyes, or like distracting myself with like I don't know, like a YouTube video or something can help. Honestly, sometimes throwing up helps. So like if I've been feeling really nauseous for a long time and then I just like throw up, it helps a little bit. That's kind of it.
Does eating food help at all?
It's hard to say because I take usually like when I'm really nauseous and I eat, I've taken Zofran to make me able to eat,
Okay.
or like help whatever. So I don't know if it's the Zofran helping or the food, but I would say that generally it is worse if I haven't eaten yet
Okay.
in the day. I would also say like there's a lot of things that make it worse, like temperature is a big one. Like if I get really overheated, I get nauseous super quickly. If I haven't drank water, like that's an obvious one, but for me, like instead of it just being like oh, like I don't feel it, it's like I'm going to throw up. So.
Okay. And then do you have any other signs or symptoms with that? Like any chest pain, headaches, blurred vision, heart palpitations, that kind of thing?
I don't know if it's related at all. Like I said, it's kind of hard for me to determine like what is the nausea and what is the acid reflux, or if they're the same thing. But I definitely have experienced chest pain,
Okay.
like in my sternum, sort of with the acid reflux. So I don't know if that's related at all. And then I have been experiencing a little bit of blurred vision. Again, I don't know if that's related at all. That could just be my eyes going out. And then I definitely do get headaches, but I don't know if that's related. I do, but like I think that when my nausea is really bad, I sometimes also realize that I have a headache. It's making it worse or something. So.
Okay.
And then I take Tylenol for that, and it usually helps for like a certain amount of time, and then it comes right back. But
Okay. And then when was your last menstrual period?
the last day of it was like 2 days ago.
Okay. Okay. Looks like that's all I need from you. I will go let your clinician know, and they will be in with you shortly.
Cool.